Hi, it's still March 21st. This little video is about your bibliographic essay. Just to be clear, it's due on April 17th at midnight, and then I will make comments on it, and then your revision is another required assignment. Your due date for the revision, I just found out when the final exam schedule is. No, it's rather when I need to get grades in. Your revision is due on May the 4th. And the folder is in assignments. I moved it up to the top because someone in their comments said that they would like for the recent current assignments and things to be moved up to the top. So it's there at the top, and the assignment is updated. Everything's like it needs to be for the assignment page itself. I also have 3 other resources for you in the folder, the bibliographic essay folder. There's a sample that I've annotated. It's a chapter in a book about the history of composition by Linda Ferreira-Buckley at UT Austin. And there are things that are relevant to our assignment in that and things that are not. So I've annotated that so you can see what I'm talking about. The most important thing about the example is that she organizes many of her paragraphs thematically, and that's what you really need to concentrate on in writing your bibliographic essay. You shouldn't think of this like an essay version of your annotated bibliography. So it shouldn't be like summary of text 1, summary of text 2, summary of text 3, and it shouldn't be, whatever order those are. It also shouldn't be arranged in chronological order necessarily, unless it's about a historical topic, but so far I don't think I've seen any of those. So it wouldn't be like this was the first source that was published about it, and then this is what's been happening in the conversation since then. I would like for you to give us, and think of your classmates and I as your classmates and me as your audience, to give us a sense of what the conversation is in composition studies, and now or the last 5 or 10 years. Give us a sense of what people are saying about your research topic. So this will be a narrower slice of composition research than what we have been studying in our class. It will be related somehow to a topic that we've read, and it could be a topic we're still going to get to. But it will be a much narrower topic than what we've been dealing with. So, 12 sources, synthesize 12 sources. So the way you write it is like your synthesis essay, but the sources will be in part taken from your annotated bibliography. So that's why it's kind of like a mix of the two. 12 sources, at least 1,500 words, which is about 5 pages, which is not that long. That's one way in which this is not really a research paper like you're probably used to writing in other graduate level classes or undergraduate level classes. It's more like a lit review, except that it's not chronological. So there's no maximum. You can make it as long as you need for it to be, just as long as you have 12 good quality peer-reviewed sources in there, and books can count as 2. Right, theme-based. So when you think about themes, you can also think about these as topics that your paragraphs will be organized around. What themes or topics do 2 or more authors come around to? What are some topics that more than one author comment on? You may have some really common themes that you'll spend more time on, or you may have, kind of like in your synthesis essay, like one topic that 2 of the authors talk about. Maybe that's worth mentioning, maybe not, depending on how you want to structure your essay and how much detail you want to go into. One of the resources I have for you in the bibliographic essay folder, it's a link to readings that are under readings also, called the Swales and Graph readings, and these have been super helpful to me. They were in graduate school for understanding the conversational quality or the ongoing argument quality of research in any field. So I recommend that you read through those. They're really short and really easy to understand, and think about your bibliographic essay as giving us a snapshot of that kind of conversation among academics. Another resource that I have in the folder for you, I've just added it. It is it's a PDF of selected pages from the MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers, 7th edition, and it covers the most common types of texts that I've seen so far, that I've seen y'all try to cite. So the parts that I've copied for you have to do with the works cited entries. I'm not sure if the video is glitching or not. It looks like it is to me. So look through there, the kinds of sources that I think you especially will use the most or need the most help with. I've put little red rectangles around those headings or the subheadings so that you can look for those. Especially citing the essays or the articles in the Norton book. I want you to cite those as in an anthology, and it's better from my perspective to put the original year of publication in the citation so you can read that section and see how to do that. Also, you have a choice when you're citing journal articles that you found online, because in the old days, or not really so old days, you would go to the library and your library would have to have a hard copy of the journal and you would cite from that. And so of course that's a print source. You can still cite your journal articles in that way even though you access them online. It's pretty much understood. Most people working in scholarship these days, they access the journal article online, if that's in a database or the publishing company's website. But if the journal ever appears in print, even if you didn't really look at it in print, it still can be considered a print source. That is how I see most people formatting their works cited. What I'm doing right now is modeling for you how you can use texts as a model for any sort of thing that you want to learn about writing. I'm going to look at their works cited. Yes, California English. Okay, so some of these, a very few, like this Chronicle of Higher Education citation, does list the database. It comes from ProQuest, but I'm looking and there are lots of journal articles in here and they just say it's a print source. It's a print source. They don't list a database even though it's likely that the journal article was accessed through a database. You can see in the MLA citation PDF I put up for you, there is a way to list the database that you accessed it from, and I think college professors like for their students, maybe their undergraduate students, to do that. There are reasons to do it, reasons not to. Anyway, you can choose one, just stick with it. What I do is the easiest way because I like things to be easy. Okay, what else? Works cited entries. Oh, so what I will be mostly looking for in your annotated bibliographies, or looking at, is the quality of your sources and thinking about if I have any sources I want to recommend to you. So I might suggest them, I might send you a PDF of some book chapters that I have, or recommend a book. And so I'm going to try to get to those annotated bibliographies as soon as I can, so if you need time to request something from our library or another library via interlibrary loan, that you can have some time to do that. Okay, so you will get your feedback on the annotated bibliographies in a couple of weeks, but it should be this week. I think I don't have undergraduate papers to grade this week, so I should be able to get to it this week. I want to do it as soon as I can so you can maximize your research time to produce your bibliographic essay. Okay, I think that's it about the bibliographic essay. If you have questions about it once you're starting, or once you're going, or once I give you feedback about your sources from your annotated bibliography, please don't feel like you're imposing to email me and ask questions or call and ask questions. This is my job, and I love dealing with y'all as potential colleagues. And a lot of us are teachers, and so we are colleagues. That is it. Enjoy the time that you now have in your life now that you've finished your annotated bibliography, or if you want to turn it in by midnight tonight, that's fine too. So good luck with that, and I will talk to you later.